Hey, what's happening? You SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and in today's video I'm here to go over the catalog of games that are currently on my radar for the rest of 2018. So games like Kingdom Hearts, Days Gone, and Tom Clancy's The Division 2 that are not mentioned in this video besides for what I'm saying aren't going to be added because they are 2019 releases and they are not coming out this year. So let's go ahead and get this started. You keep in mind that my list is not in any specific order at all. These are just the overall games that I'm looking forward to getting my hands on. The first one we're going to go ahead and start with is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and you might be wondering why exactly that I put the Pantheon Edition image instead of like a regular stock photo. That's because this is a collector's edition that I do want to buy. However, with the other games on this list, and plus the things that I have off to the side, such as wanting to get a new AC unit because I'm out here with no AC, and right now recording this I'm literally in a hot box in my room and I'm extremely uncomfortable, but I'm doing what I can to provide content for you guys regardless of my condition. But anyways, like I said, I do want to get this one. If the worst case scenario goes, then basically I'll get the base game on its launch and then the collector's edition sometime next year, or vice versa. If things somehow come my way, then I'll get the collector's edition on launch, but we'll just have to wait and see. But again, I can't wait for this title. I know they're going for more of a heavy RPG elements, and of course being able to choose your own dialogue. And they also announced too that, you know, as you guys know, for this one you could pick between a male or female, and you could eventually lead to a love story where you could actually have whatever kind of relationship you want with other characters. So we're going to go ahead and wait and see what this one goes for, but I'm loving the setting for this new one. Next up, of course, is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I've enjoyed Lara's journey on the previous two installments, and this one is looking like it's going to be a much darker tone to it. So I do have some worries for Lara's adventure because she's been through a lot in the previous two games, especially a lot of abuse, and of course those times where you don't do something correct, you see those basically brutal takedowns that she has to go through, you know, getting a tree trunk pierced through her chest, all kinds of crazy stuff. But again, this one's shaping up to be a great installment for sure. I can't wait to see how her journey ends. Next up, of course, is Battlefield 5. I know this game has been getting some mixed opinions amongst its community. I'm not sure exactly what all the negative is about. I know some people I think are upset because there's a female character in it, which I don't really get why people are upset about it. And then others I think are upset too because they even announced a Battle Royale mode, which I don't really care for Battle Royale. I mean, I know there's a lot of hype for it, especially with the games like Fortnite, for example. Just never really caught my interest in general. So regardless, I am looking forward to this one, and I heard there's going to be a lot of or deeper customization. Just hopefully they don't go for like loot boxes or anything crazy. Hopefully it's like all in-game and stuff, because if since EA is supporting this title, I'm pretty sure they had learned a lesson with Star Wars Battlefront. But we'll just see how that goes. And of course I can't wait to see what kind of stories we get to go through with, well, the war story segments. Next up on the list is Code Vein. Now, I don't know too much information about this. Call me crazy, but I've seen one small trailer and 2 minutes of gameplay. That's it. So for the most part, I'm completely blind on this one for whatever odd reason, but Code Vein is on my list, so that is that. Next up, of course, is the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. As you can see, it's going to be available on multiple platforms. However, I do plan on getting this on the Nintendo Switch. That way I have Mega Man X on the go. Of course, we also have the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Now, to make this clear, I am going to be going for the $100 version, which if you don't know what that is, basically you get whatever version of the game you get, plus you also get the add-on Pokeball Plus, which acts as a separate controller. I believe there's also a few other little gimmicks, and you also get Mew with it. And if you're wondering, am I going to be getting both or which one am I going for, I had a hard time picking. And I came down to the conclusion that I'm going to be getting the Let's Go Eevee. The reason why is because, you know, I already had my time with Pikachu and Pokemon Yellow, so it makes sense to go for something a little bit different. That is why I'm choosing Eevee. Plus, I mean, look at Eevee. Look how cute Eevee looks. definitely can't wait to get my hands on it for sure, and will give me something to play as I wait in lines. Let's see, next up of course is Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption 2. I just recently got done replaying through Red Dead Redemption 1 on the Xbox One X because they made it one of those X enhanced titles, which it looks like a remastered by the way, but Red Dead Redemption 2, based on the trailer so far, is shaping up to be an interesting title nonetheless, but the main question is, will Red Dead Redemption 2 live up to the hype of Red Dead Redemption 1? Only time can tell. But it's Rockstar, so I'm sure they're going to do a splendid job. And I wonder if there's going to be any crazy scenes that are going to be as devastating as what we've seen in the first one. The other one, which I, for whatever reason, didn't see this announced, or I must have missed it somehow, but Dragon Quest Echoes of an Elusive Age is coming out this year. So of course I can't wait to get my hands on it. I haven't played Dragon's Quest in a really long time, so hopefully this one turns out to be good. Next up of course is Soul Calibur 6. I'm not huge into fighting games, but Soul Calibur was one of the games that I really got into, and there's a few characters I was pretty good with. I know one of them was Maxi, I believe his name was, or I can't remember the characters because it's been such a long time, but there's a guy with a pole type weapon, and there's one with nunchucks. So those are a couple characters that I was good with, and I can't remember who the third one was, but if I see the image of it then I could easily recall, but for the most part I'm kind of blind into this. But regardless, Soul Calibur 6, I'm just happy that we're finally getting a 6th installment, and it looks fantastic, and I'm pretty much going to be getting this on the PlayStation 4 because I have that Razer arcade fight stick. Another one, this is pretty much no surprise if you guys seen my haul videos. We have the new Gundam Breaker, which is actually coming out this month in about a week and a half from now. So definitely cannot wait. You'll be able to customize, build your Gunpla, and of course do battle and all kinds of things. So I think this will also open up some opportunities for those into Gunpla model kits to kind of see what kind of crazy combinations you can go for, and then eventually maybe get the kits in real life and make what you created in game. So that should be pretty interesting. Another one is the Shinbridge Conjura Burst Renewal. I can't remember exactly what this originally came out on. It was either originally released on the PlayStation Vita or the Nintendo 3DS. It was one of those two titles, but it's returning in kind of like a remastered format for the PlayStation 4. Best way I could describe this game is that it's a hack and slash fighting type game, and it's very Japanese. And what I mean by very Japanese, there's a lot of physics involving the female body and ripping of clothes. But yeah, there's plenty of videos online that you can check out, but it's a fun game nonetheless. Of course, we also have Spider-Man, and I felt sorry for Spider-Man during the video that we saw during E3 because he was getting his butt kicked, but the game is looking very gorgeous so far, and I can't wait to see if this is going to be maybe the best Spider-Man game yet, or very close to being the top one. But I know from the studio that's currently working on this, they are a very good studio indeed, so I'm pretty sure that they're going to be doing the web slinger as justice. We also have, of course, no surprise here, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and you have all these characters. I mean, there's a crap ton of characters in this game. Snake has made a return. It was pretty crazy. The hype that this got during E3 was just crazy, especially when they said all of the characters are coming back. So this is going to be looking pretty awesome. I know this one comes out in, trying to remember, I think it was December, early December. So it's going to be something that's going to be on a lot of people's Christmas wish list for sure. And I'm probably another reason, actually, one of the things I'm trying to say here, I keep losing track here, is that I'm pretty sure that when this game comes out, the Nintendo Switch sales are going to go up quite a bit. We also have Valkyria Chronicles 4, which is coming out pretty soon on multiple systems, actually on the Switch, Xbox, and PS4. I've enjoyed the last one, or not the last one before this, but the third installment. There was one that came out, it was Valkyria Chronicles or something. It was one that wasn't as good as the others, but hopefully this one turns out to be decent. We also have Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Can't wait. Spyro is a classic game that I remember playing back on the PlayStation 1, and he looks better than ever, returning to current generation hardware. And that is pretty much it for my list. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and feel free to share your list. What games are you looking forward to? Let me know in the comment section down below. Until then, I am SirJames from Gamerfuzion.com, where we empower your gaming.